Мы живем в эпоху ложной свободы. Нам говорят, кто мы такие и что должны делать. День за днем нам говорят, что делать. Мы должны бороться. Мы должны выяснить, что они сделали с нашей великой страной. Каждая капля крови должна быть отплачена.
The revolution in Russia that unfolded in 2042 marked a pivotal moment in the nation's history. Catalyzed by a complex web of factors, political corruption had become deeply entrenched, fostering a sense of disillusionment and resentment among the populace. Widespread dissatisfaction with the government's policies and a perceived lack of responsiveness to the needs of the people fueled public unrest, creating a fertile ground for dissent. Riots erupted across major cities, reflecting the collective frustration of the population. The government's heavy-handed response to these protests only served to escalate tensions, pushing the nation to the brink of a full-scale revolution. As discontent simmered, various factions, including disgruntled military elements and private military corporations, began to view themselves as catalysts for change. In 2042, a group of influential PMCs orchestrated a coup to seize control of the government. The coup unfolded with military precision, catching the existing political establishment off guard. PMCs, now in control, sought to send a bold message to the nation and the international community. In a chilling power of display, they publicly executed key political figures, symbolizing the end of the old regime and the dawn of a new era. The execution served both as a warning and a declaration of intent, asserting the PMC's dominance and their vision for a reconstructed Russia. The international community watched with a mix of shock and concern as the events in Russia unfolded, prompting a reassessment of global geopolitics. The aftermath of the coup saw the emergence of new political order, with the PMCs consolidating their influence and shaping the trajectory of the country in ways that would have far-reaching implications for years to come. These PMCs were known as the Advantage Corporation's swift construction of their headquarters on the island of Tabor could seal the dark and sinister past that remained shrouded in mystery until the revolution laid bare the horrifying truths. Prior to the revolution, Tabor was a clandestine site where the corporation conducted a series of gruesome experiments aimed at bettering the human experience. As investigators sifted through the aftermath on the island, they uncovered a macabre landscape of death and despair. The skeletons and lifeless bodies scattered across Tabor painted a haunting picture of brutality that transpired. Blood Beach, located on the southwest part of the island, served as a chilling testament to the atrocities committed. The bay's waters had turned red due to the sheer number of bodies callously dumped there. The experiments conducted by the Advantage Corporation were revealed to be nightmarish in nature. It became evident that individuals unwilling to participate were mercilessly killed, illustrating the corporation's ruthless effort in pursuit of its goals. The scope and scale of the experimentation were staggering, as the corporation stopped at nothing to achieve their vision. The isolated location of the island allowed the Advantage Corporation to operate without scrutiny from the rest of the world, perpetuating a facade of benevolence to the outside. While they presented themselves as champions of progress, the reality was a horrifying contrast. The revelation of these atrocities sent shockwaves through the international community, exposing a dark underbelly of a corporation that had successfully concealed its malevolent actions for years. In the wake of the revolution, Tabor became a haunting symbol of the lengths some would go in the pursuit of power and control. The survivors and witnesses to the heinous experiments would forever carry the scars of their ordeal, and the world grappled with the unsettling truth behind the once seemingly benevolent Advantage Corporation. As tensions escalated and the country stood on the precipice of a collapse, the Russian PMCs, known as Volk, seized the opportunity to take control of the island of Tabor, a mysterious island with a dark past. Volk had been instrumental in pushing the nation towards revolution for months, acting as a shadowy force with unknown leadership orchestrating their moves. The interest in Tabor was evident. The island's strategic importance was a key factor in the unfolding conflict. In late 2042, the assault on Tabor was set in motion. Two unidentified operators, shrouded in secrecy, infiltrated the capital city of Tabor, Matka Miest. Their mission was to plant an electromagnetic pulse in the heart of the city, effectively disabling all cars and electronic devices. The EMP strike was successful, plunging the city into chaos and rendering its infrastructure useless. The following day, as the city's inhabitants struggled with the aftermath, a mass exodus began. Seizing the opportunity presented by the chaos, Volk initiated their assault on the island. Simultaneously, NATO responded by deploying their own elite PMCs, codenamed They were sent to assess the situation in Matka Miest. Unbeknownst to the world, the true battle was in the island of Tabor, and it had escalated into a full-fledged conflict between Volk and NATO forces. 4 Volk soldiers, highly trained, well-coordinated, stormed the island, initiating a brutal siege. In response, NATO deployed their top-trained PMCs to counter the Volk assault. The clash between these elite forces was intense and unforgiving. 2 unidentified operators were seen entering and leaving the area at the same time. Not much is known about them, but they were part of neither group. Only 1 member from each side emerged alive from the brutal confrontation, and their current whereabouts are unknown. The geopolitical landscape shifted as the news of the conflict reached international community. The island of Tabor, once a haven for sinister experiments conducted by the Advantage Corporation, now became the epicenter of a power struggle between secretive military factions. As the island's fates hung in balance, the survivors, whether Volk, Ghost, or unknown, carried with them the scars of conflict that exposed the hidden machinations of powerful forces vying for control.
Command to Zero Foxtrot 1, do you copy? Zero Foxtrot 1, do you copy?
Zero Foxtrot 1 to command. We hear you loud and clear.
Zero Foxtrot 1, status report.
Command, we are currently looking at 4 dead PMCs, 2 ghosts and 2 Volk.
Zero Foxtrot 1, intel suggests there were 6 in total. Where are the other 2?
Command, it seems that they ran.
Copy. Zero Foxtrot 1, take whatever you can carry and rendezvous at the border. Extraction will be there in 8 minutes. Don't stick around too long, more PMCs are on the way.
Understood.